Hello and welcome to episode 75 of the podcast, The Pocket Stylist. I'm Lisa Talbot, and today I am flying solo. I'm all on my own. But I wanted to talk about, is the fashion industry going to be affected by the cost of living crisis? Because somebody asked me the question the other day, and I think it's a really interesting kind of question because there is so much going on. And obviously, the shops and the retailers and the online retailers, they're full of their new season's collections from both clothing, from accessories, from shoes, handbags, etc. So it did make me think, actually, with regards to, do I think the fashion industry is impacted by the cost of living crisis? And I think, for me, in some ways, I think it will be. And in other ways, I don't think it will be. I think it really will depend on the situation of the person in question, like the shopper. I am seeing ladies who are definitely buying and looking forward to a new season with new colours and new trends, etc. I also think, though, that a lot of ladies are now really looking at the quality of the fabric that they're buying, that how long it's going to last. So they're looking more at the longevity side of items rather than, are they going to wear it for 3 to 4 weeks and then it's not going to be wearable because the knit has gone out of shape or the trousers have lost a little bit of their elastane, etc. So I do think that the actual cost of living crisis has made people look very differently at their wardrobe. I do also think there has been the opportunity to literally go through the wardrobe and think, what do I like wearing? What do I really not love wearing? What could I pay forward? And also using, great places such as Vinted or secondhand resellers and saying, do you know what? Before I buy something else, I could actually sell this because I don't like it and I never did, or I don't like the color. And actually, so it's being paid forward. So which again, from that perspective, it's helping with a kind of sustainability. We're getting more wear from our clothing and we're paying it forward. But also what it's doing, it's making us a little bit more conscious of what we do with our money. We're kind of going, could I do this and could I do that? I know from myself, I've gone through the situation with certain things in my wardrobe, and I thought, you know what, I really don't like that dress, but you know what, I'm gonna pop it onto Vinted and I'm gonna see if I can sell it, and I have done. So I know that somebody else is going to get great wear from something that I'm not so in love with anymore, but actually they're going to love it, and it's a great product. So I do think from that perspective, we're really, really going to see a difference with how the shoppers are going into the stores, their kind of mindset with regards to how long am I going to wear it? Do I really love it? So from that kind of question, I think the fashion industry may be affected in two different ways, because I think you're going to see definitely an upsell of products that have got maybe a different branding just because of the quality. And then I kind of sat there and I thought about, do I think spending on clothes has decreased over the cost of living crisis? And I have to say no, because the clients that I work with, and I have the privilege to work with, they have really looked at what they've got in their wardrobe and exactly what they need to buy. So I don't think shoppers have maybe decreased going shopping. I think they've looked at it again and thought, right, what do I really need? So it's gone from, I'm just going to buy because I like to just buy, but actually I'm going to make a real conscious decision on what I buy, how it integrates into my wardrobe, how the colors match with other pieces in my wardrobe. Do I really need that extra handbag? Or do you know what? Yes, I do, because it's going to add XYZ to outfits that I've already got. So I think people are spending 100%. I've been in the high streets a lot recently, and people are spending. They definitely are spending, but they may be looking at how they're spending in a different way. For sure, we're seeing ladies making more of the wardrobe that they had. They're not necessarily, they're really kind of delving into it a little bit more, which is wonderful because, you know, you've all got the most amazing wardrobes, but sometimes we lose sight because we go, oh, I'm just going to go and buy this, and oh, I'm just going to go and buy that. But actually, when you start to fall in love with those old favorites, it becomes quite exciting, because I'm going to ask the question, actually, how many of you have got something in your wardrobe that has got a label on? And I can probably hear a few of you, if you're in the car or you're walking the dog, going, oh, yep, that's me. Because it's one of those things, you know, we buy things, we might buy them on impulse, and we get them home and we're not quite sure how to wear them or how they're going to work with a pair of trousers we've got or a dress that we've got. So actually we don't wear it, and it stays there because we then have a really busy life and we haven't got the time to send it back if you've bought it online, or take it back if it's from a store that you don't necessarily visit a lot. And interestingly, thinking about that, you know, I'm very lucky. I'm always in the high street. So if I do buy anything, I can take things back. And that's why I say to ladies, if you're going to come personal shopping with me, come to a shopping centre that you can easily get to, because I don't want you to purchase anything, get it home and then think, okay, have a change of heart maybe, and then, or have buyer's remorse, like, you know, we've all had, and then go, I need to get it back, because actually it's more of an effort to get it back. That's the, you know, the beauty of coming shopping with someone like me is you will never take anything back, because it's perfect for you, your colouring, your shape, etc. And we already know before you buy it that you're going to love it. So that is the difference. And then the other question came up was, do I think more people are going to go to charity shops and supermarkets to buy their clothing? And that for me was a definite no. I don't think they will, because for ladies that love that kind of real excitement of going in a charity shop because they like to have a good rummage and they like to see what bargains they're going to get, that won't change. I don't think you're suddenly going to see ladies who love to shop in the high street and shopping centres, and those that shop on online retailers, they're not suddenly going to change their shopping habits from that perspective. I think supermarket shopping is great, you know, because sometimes that's the things that catch our eye when we're shopping and think, hadn't even thought about that. But again, I don't think you'll change the mindset of people. And I have to say, you know, from a person who shops all over the place, charity shops and supermarkets are not necessarily the cheapest places to shop. You can pick up some amazing bargains, and you can pick up some wonderful, wonderful brands if you look around. But I don't think you're going to change anybody's mindset by going to those places just because of the cost of living crisis. So it's a real quick podcast for me today, but it was more about, you know, the cost of living crisis, I think, will affect us in different ways. It will affect different people in different ways. I think majority and more people, and ladies especially, will be looking into their wardrobe a little bit more, going, how can I make the most of what I've got? And then if I do need to buy anything, what do I need to buy? And for me, that's that's just what I love doing when I work with clients with their wardrobes. It's about saying, what have you got? What can we repurpose? What did you love, but actually you kind of don't know what to wear with now? It's about really making that wardrobe work, and then having a list of items that we then say, oh, that's what I'm going to go and buy because I know they're going to work. So I think, yeah, definitely people are looking at their wardrobes in more detail. I think people are looking again at different brands to make the most of their money. They're going to look for longevity, they're going to look for sustainability, etc. And I do think the secondhand kind of reselling market is going to explode a little bit more, because there's an opportunity for you to purchase items for sure on some of the sites like Vinted, etc. But there's also the opportunity for you to sell on there as well. And definitely people buy. If you have wonderful quality product, or you have, you know, items that are still really good condition, they sell. Absolutely. So listen, I hope everybody has kind of picked up a few hints and tips. I'm really hoping you're going to go and have a little look in your wardrobe. But if you need my help, give me a shout. You know where I am. And I will look forward to chatting to you all next week. See you later. Bye.